What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we hit diamond a couple days ago. Everybody's kind of moving on up. Currently, we are 211. So we got some work to do. This is the base. I got diamond before I got RLs, DBD, or critters. I got those after the fact. But this is the log. Nothing glamorous here. No really special hits or anything like that. Just doing 2-5 with the HCRC, dropping them. We're letting them go down clear. And then after they get a nice little amount, go ahead and clear that cannon out of the way so that when they flare back, won't be an issue. And go ahead and get the ER and stuff. And I guess I just let them go this time. That's so weird. Typically is not the case. Normally we flare. Must have had a stroke while doing that. But those bombers on the one boat of bombers are doing their thing. Right there. And see, that is why we had a bad hit. Because it fizzled. Because at this point in time I didn't have critters. So, ended up failing. That's why we got under 2 minutes. So don't do that hit. Sorry. Also, the tablet I normally make videos on and all my equipment and stuff, my tablet crapped out on me. So I'm having to do it from my phone currently. And that is no fun. So, sorry about that. I had to turn my notifications off real quick. But next hit, we're doing 1-5, and then we drop the second heavy chopper to take the brunt of the cannon right there. Then we keep on going down. And what I ended up finding out was going down to this right side is a lot easier for the bombers. So we drop down Kaban, let the rest of those heavies go back down. So when the HCRC come back down, they have a little bit of a meat shield. And then these rifles should all come over. And I don't have rifles unlocked, so they're very vulnerable. But they do just enough to get the job done. And then we finish that ER, focused on that ER, and we got it down. There's better examples of this in my log. There's a 207. Let's see what it looks like. So same thing. I could probably get away with 1-5 right here, but I like the extra heavies that end up coming out on deck. Ended up having to shock that because I dropped the HC too late. We keep coming on down. This is where critters would really come into play. But because we don't have critters right now, I do by the end of this log, so we'll get into it. Now, instead of pivoting over, I just let them clear because that doom cannon's right there. Make it easier. Let them all come over. Shock that. I just wait for the cannons to get out of the way. And we finish this ER by the time the bombers come around. And then we kill them, or we leave the 2 up, and then we get the HCRC down. So 207, nice little hit. But that guy was missing a lot of stuff. 212 on Bill. Shout out to Bill. But he's missing the flamethrowers and the RLs as well. So we drop down our typical 2-5, and we just coast down. Now, pivot over. He doesn't have as much down here on the right. I went ahead and just flared over so they could go ahead and get that. And then they'd just come right back to it. The bombers go down right where we want them to. and go ahead and shock that, because that boom cannon would have made us miserable. And then I think I missed a shock over here. No, I got it. But a lot of the times, I get excited and miss shocks accidentally. Nobody's perfect. But yeah. So on to the next one. Where's grin? Yeah, this hit right here on grins is pretty much what I try to do every time. This is like the gold standard. So he has all the base D. He just doesn't have the max RLs yet. So this is kind of the idea of what you want to do every time with this hit. So we flare over. I have the critters now. Shock it. And then that kind of gives us cover. RL goes down some, then back to the right. Now we're coming back over. Let those critters clear that out. And then now we kind of have like a wall trying to block a lot of this stuff. But I did have to throw critters down because that DC was going pretty hard at everything. But we go around, we get that ER, we finish that ER, and then that's a 210. So ideally, that's the hit you want to do every single time. Do I do it every single time? Absolutely not. See, I got a 155 on this one. But with some practice, I think it's like very doable to be able to do that. You just got to get your timing down with it. And it depends. Every base is different. So being able to figure out how to do each base. See, I probably should have cleared some more just then, but it didn't. And so we go on down, throw a couple out just as a common meat shield. Shock that, just because that boom cannon is going to always be a problem. Throw the critters. Luckily, Kavan came along for the ride. And so it was a 155. I mean, still a decent hit, but you want to get up above 2 minutes, okay? Let's look at the tech tree. We skipped a lot of stuff. I wish I hadn't upgraded my flare to tick 3. Shout out to Keg. But we have all of this. Also want to shout out BSV. He absolutely smashed me a couple times this season, and he's been killing it. And yeah, he absolutely obliterated this account on day one. He's absolutely killing it and doing great. But yeah, it was just awesome to see him smash me like that. But yeah, so on to this is where we go next, I believe. So tanks, the shock blaster, the artillery, and the shock launcher. I was debating on going 7, but if I remember correctly, 7 ER wasn't that great in the original season, so I'm a little hesitant to go 7 and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I can get a new tablet at some point. I know I went. It was like I was saving for a new tablet, new device, everything to stream on and stuff. And I ended up having to go get a crib. So, yeah, the significant other takes precedence over my needs. It's the number one rule I've learned. So we'll see how that goes. But until then, I'm going to try and make content the best I can, help you guys out, do some hits here and there, and just have a good time. So you guys have a great weekend. And yeah, if something comes around, a hit, a meta, something like that, I'll share it with you guys and try and help everybody out. You have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next time.